Okay, welcome back to the Son of the Morning Comics channel. What you're looking at right now is Cable #1 by Jerry Dugan. I'm not really sure what the point of this book is, but we'll get into that, I suppose. Now, the tagline being, "Speak softly and carry a big expletive gun." Now I'm not going to say that I'm not a fan of Cable, but I'm not a fan of this Junior Cable that is currently residing in Krakoa. I'm thinking that he will probably end up on my evil X list, my evil mutant list. We'll see, we'll find out. There's very few people that I've cleared so far as being good, heroic X-Men. Wolverine, Cyclops, Nightcrawler. So far, they're off the hook. Everybody else is a suspect. So let's open her up and see what happens. So the story begins with Cable and Wolverine having a fight in what they call the Quarry. I guess this is the same place where they had Apocalypse execute Arrow to get her powers back a couple X-Men issues ago. So they're having their fight, as you can see. That there's spectators. This is a thing that they do, so I guess Cable uses some sort of trick to knock down Wolverine, and then uses his guns to nullify Wolverine's claws. Of course, there is others sitting around cheering because on Krakoa, people they don't play football or baseball for fun. They enter the arena and go into combat, which I find funny. So ultimately, he wins, or Cable defeats Wolverine, and sorry, I can't. Witness mutant supremacy, as if we haven't been having, issues about whether they're evil or not. And then up here somebody makes the comment, "I guess you never bet against a Summers," of course, him being Scott Summers' son. Now, it's pretty funny. I don't really understand what the point of this whole thing is here. Wolverine's embarrassed. Cable's crowd surfing. Everybody's happy. We have this little info thing here which tells us about the official combat record in the Quarry. Because I guess, like I said, this is what mutants do for fun now that they live on Krakoa. It's a little silly if you ask me, but hey, what do I know, right? So here we have our cast of characters for the issue. We have Cable, we've got Wolverine, Pixie, Armor, Silver Samurai, Curse, and Fauna. Now, we've already met the Silver Samurai, as he is the one who is, I guess, the referee of the mixed martial art competition that mutants do for fun. So we got I still believe that Wolverine is good. After all, he was just in a fight with Cable. Cable defeated him, and Wolverine didn't decide it was necessary to kill him. So therefore, Wolverine is still good in my books. These other ones here, suspects. So Cable's all happy with himself, and then I guess they come along one of the youngling mutants who is scared because he has lost one of his friends, and lost the friend where they were traveling, where they weren't supposed to, at the edge of Krakoa, where the monsters are. Now, of course, Cable, being kind of a dick here, says, "You sure you didn't curse your buddy?" Yeah, just, real nice guy, this Cable, even at a young age. Now, I fully understand old, bitter Cable, but, come on now. Then they go, and I guess they're searching in the edges of Krakoa to look for this other kid. I guess they find the kid, but as Pixie warns Cable that they have incoming, the little mutant girl there says that he's in pain, and that's what she's concerned about. And then there's a giant lion monster, I guess, and it mentions here that this was a result of Krakoa eating a island full of monsters. Now, we've already seen Krakoa mate with another island, so I guess now it eats islands too, because, yeah, there's nothing untoward about Krakoa at all. Also, I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of the art in this book at all. So, the monster needs to be dealt with, so Cable and Pixie are gonna do it. Now she over here is scared. Pixie's telling her to stay where she's safe. She's very scared, so what does Pixie do? She drops some pixie dust on her and decides to get the little kid high, so that the kid doesn't care anymore about the giant monster that's trying to kill them. So, Pixie, guess what? You've been put on the evil list for now. Now here I don't understand what exactly happened here. Did Pixie try to turn this giant lion into Simba from The Lion King with some pixie dust? I'm not sure. Other little mutant girl here is still tripping out, thinking everything's hilarious. And so, excuse me. This is all just kind of very strange. And we get some ads. And then, of course, she's saying that she can help him. They realize that this person, this lion guy, is actually in pain. But Pixie gets her out of there. She doesn't need to be anywhere near there. There also is protecting Cable at the time. Now Cable decides he's gonna go after this giant lion monster. Goes and grabs this blade, pulls it out of the lion's foot, which was obviously causing it the pain in the first place. And this sword gives Cable some sort of Thor-like powers, it looks like. But it appears to be too much for him and knocks him out, at which point he is taken away to, I guess, what he describes as the first owner of this blade, and sees his experiences, and then they think he's dead. Pixie they think he's dead, but he's not. He's just overwhelmed by the psychic flash that he had just experienced. And then, he decides that he likes this sword and that the big guns are for the older version of himself. And then in what I would describe as a subpart drawing, full-page drawing, Cable makes the comment that he always wanted a big expletive sword. Ha ha ha, so funny. Especially with the double meaning, but whatever. At any rate, at this point, his daddy shows up, Cyclops shows up, and wants to know what's going on. and he comments that this metal is too light to be from Earth, at which point we switch to this scene. I'm very confused by what I'm looking at here. There's way too much going on these 2 pages. I guess they're talking about the different kinds of armor that, you know, these various people from around the universe use, and that they know now where the blade is and that they're gonna go find it. That's really all I could derive from this. And there you see, they're off. They're gonna go and probably try to track down Cable. And then, once again, more confusion here. As it says, we're in another time and another place. These are the sovereign lands. I'm confused. And then we just have a conversation here saying, where is he? Go to hell, old man. So then we have a picture of Cable, who has now aged, I guess, in this different time and place. And yeah, I guess there's a little bit more info here where Cable's going to keep his journal update. I don't know. I gotta say, I mean, I really like Jerry Dugan. I enjoyed immensely the first, I guess it's the first volume of Dead Eyes from Image. I also very much enjoy the Savage Avengers. I also liked him on Marauders as well. But this, I don't know. You've lost me on this one. There will be no review of Cable number 2. At any rate, thank you for joining me here on the Son of the Morning Comics channel. If you like this content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. You can always visit me over on the Twitters at Son of the Morning 7. All that stuff helps. At any rate, until the next video, Cable and Pixie are evil, they're on the list.